Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited today. We're out at the beach and we're always really excited on social media. Have you noticed that? Everyone on Instagram and YouTube, I'm so excited. Is everyone really that excited? Anyways, it's good to be grateful. So let's sit up straight and tall. Take a moment, close the eyes and go inward. Think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. I know it's corny, but this will shift your attitude, your perspective. Could be a place to live, good food to eat, whatever it is, loving friends, family. Just think of some things that help you to be grateful and shift you into a positive wavelength. And then start to feel your breath moving in and out through your nose. You could just be grateful for your breath. Even if like chaos is going on in your life, you're alive, you're breathing. That's a miracle. Now that you're in your body and watching your breath, open your eyes, but keep the eyes closed feeling, and let's come into child's pose. Then come up onto your hands and your knees, and we'll do a little twist here. Slide your right hand behind your left wrist and over to the left. Feel your spine get long. Stretch from the navel up towards the heart. So not full on thread the needle, we're more upright. And then come back to center and change sides. Feel the spine elongating just as much as you're feeling the twist. Then come back on the hands and knees. And as you inhale, wheel your chest forward, tip your sit bones up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come into neutral, then curl your toes, lift your knees, and stretch back into your first downward facing dog. Bend your left knee and stretch your right leg towards straight. Change legs, bend the right knee, stretch the left leg. Stretch both legs towards straight. Then walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Put a little bend in your knees and let your head drop. Then with a little bend in your knees, slowly roll yourself up to stand. Stand tall, join your palms together. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it out. Release your arms down at your side. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back one leg at a time into plank pose. Set your knees down, open your chest and lower slowly onto your belly. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, stretch back, downward facing dog. Look in between your hands, walk your feet up to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arm. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step back into plank. Lower slowly, knees down or legs straight. Inhale into cobra or come up into upward facing dog, your call. Exhale, stretch back, downward dog. Look between your hands, walk your feet up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into plank. Engage your core, spine long. Lower slowly into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now shift into plank and pull your right knee up to your chest. Turn on your core, lift up. Step your foot lightly all the way up by your right thumb. Lower your back knee down. Let's warm up the hip flexors. Drop the tailbone down towards the floor. Scoop from the front of the belly up and raise your arms up. Then bring your hands back down to the mat. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, plant the left hand, twist, and take your right arm up. Bring your hand back down. Scoot your back foot just an inch closer, hug the right hip in, lift from your belly, and raise your arms. Bring your hands back down, step back into plank. Hold strong in your plank, and then pull your left knee up to your chest and round your back out. Step your left foot all the way up by your left thumb. Lower your back knee, open up the front of your hip, let the tailbone drop down, scoop from the pubic bone up towards the navel as you lift your arms. Bring your hands back down to the mat, plant the right hand flat, curl your back toes and lift your back knee, then turn your ribs and take your arm up. Bring your hand back down, step your back foot like just an inch closer, pull your left thigh bone back into the socket, and come up strong through the midline. Bring your hands back down to the mat, step back into plank, and glide back into your down dog. Step, walk, or hop your feet up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair pose, bend your knees, sit your hips back, raise your arms. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale into chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step or hop back and lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot up by your right thumb. Set up your back heel for warrior one. Hug your right hip in and come up strong through the midline. Step back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Step your left foot up by your left thumb. Set up your back heel. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands down. Step back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Then step your right foot all the way up in the middle of your hands. Turn your back heel down. Line up your feet heel to heel today, and then come up into warrior two. Reach into your back outer foot, grow tall up through your spine, up over your pelvis, balance the shoulders and the head. Make sure your right knee is turned all the way out so it's pointing over your second, third toe. Energize your arms here. Then bring your hands to your pelvis, tip your pelvis out over your thigh, and bring your forearm onto your knee, or keeping your waist long, set the fingertips on the outside of the foot. Come back up into warrior two. Then straighten your right leg. Tip back out over the right leg for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Bend your knee, lift from your navel, come back up to warrior two. Bring your hands to the mat, step back to down dog or out of vinyasa. Step your left foot all the way up. Turn your back heel. Come up, warrior two. Then start to lean your torso out over your knee, elbow to knee, or fingertips down. Come back up, straighten your leg, and reach out for a triangle. Come back up, warrior two. Bring your hands to the mat, step back to down dog, or take a vinyasa. And then look in between your hands, step or hop up to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair. Come up to stand, mountain pose. Then grab a hold of your elbows behind your back, step your left foot back about 3.5 feet, open up your chest, inhale. As you exhale, start to lengthen out halfway out over your leg. Then as you draw your belly in, lengthen all the way out over your leg. Inhale, come back up. Place your right hand on your hip, raise your left arm straight up, start to spin your chest. Then place your hand down onto the outside of your foot, blocker floor. Elongate through your spine as you turn your chest. Take your top arm up once you're steady. Then look down, slide your hand a foot in front of your foot on the inside and raise your back leg. Keep the spine pulled long. If you start to round over, it's better to use a block or even bend your standing leg so you can keep the length of the spine. Then fold forward, let the head drop. Come up to stand. Other side. Grab a hold of the elbows, other hand on top. Inhale the chest open. Exhale, start to lengthen out over your leg. Feel the length of your spine here as you hold. Back heel strong. Then navel in, lengthen all the way out over your front leg. Inhale, come back up. Place your left hand on your hip, raise your right arm, and reach and twist. Never know what to do with my head in this one. It's so weird to get the head right. Sometimes I look down so I can find my head in line with my spine, and then I look up. Still doesn't feel right. I don't know. Have to look at the video later. Okay, now look down. Slide your hand a foot in front of your foot and step up. Wake up the muscles of the spine. And then slowly with control, fold forward. Inhale into chair. Come up to stand. Let's practice kind of a funky arm balance now. Cross your ankle just over your knee, join your palms together, and start to sit back like you're sitting in the chair pose. Then, if possible, tip forward and bring your elbows towards your shin. Keep the length of your spine, your navel drawing up. Then, if you can bring your hands down to the mat, then that's cool. I gotta scoot back a little for this one. Now, if possible, hook the shin way up high in the upper arms, then put the hands down, and see if you could lean into your chaturanga arms. Phase 1, just lean into your arms. Phase 2, lift your heel up on the bottom leg. Phase 3, engage the bandhas. And then slowly with control, come back down and stand. Side 2, cross your ankle over your knee, start to sit back. Maybe bring the elbows to the shin. Now wherever you're at, don't push it. If you feel like it's too much on your shoulder, your wrist, don't try to go into the arm balance. If you don't have the flexibility in your spine yet, maybe you can hook and lean into your arms. Maybe you can bring the foot up. Slowly lower and stand in mountain. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Take your arms forward and lower your buttocks down. Come into boat pose. Abs in tight, open up across your toe mounts. Then lower onto your back. Come into Ardha Navasana. Pull the abs back in. Come back up into Navasana. Cross your legs, put your hands down, lift your butt. Back into boat. Lower low boat. Back up. Cross your legs. Lift your butt. And then maybe lift your feet too. Back to boat. Low boat. Now hold, take your right leg straight up and hands up and over to the outside of the leg. Change sides. Change sides. And change sides. Cross your legs and hop back into down dog. Then set your knees down and sit back in Virasana. If it's too much on your knees, then you could just sit with your legs stretched in front of you for this next one. We're going to come into a variation of reverse plank Virasana kind of hybrid. So again, if it's too much on your knees, have the legs out in front of you, roll your chest open and lift your hips up. And then lower your hips back down. Now lie onto your belly. Bend your knees. And if possible, reach back with your hands for your feet. And then stretch. And then bring your hands back by your waist and roll through into up dog. Stretch back to down dog. Come into a seated position. And then cross your legs for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So take your right ankle to the outside of your left knee, left heel to the outside of your right hip. Wrap your arm around and twist. Back to center and change sides. Come back to center. Then cross your legs at the middle of the shins, or take double pigeon legs. Take your left hand behind your back from under, and right arm from above. Then release that and fold forward. Inhale, come back up. Change the cross of your legs. Take your right hand behind your back from under, left arm from above. There's the tight side. And then fold forward. Then lie down onto your back for corpse pose. Turn your palms up at your side. Let your feet fall open. Tune back into the rhythm of your breath. Let all the muscles in your body relax. Your feet, your legs. Let your hips and your abdomen relax. Let your hands and your arms relax. Relax your jaw, your tongue. all the muscles in your face. Just practice watching the body, the energy in the body, and the movement of the breath. Gently bend your knees, roll over to your side, press yourself up to seated. Sit up straight and tall with your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. All right, so thanks so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you enjoyed outdoors, if it wasn't too noisy, if you didn't mind people walking by or whatever was going on. And hey, also while you're at it, subscribe to the channel, please. I noticed with the amount of views we're getting that a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. Please make sure that you're subscribed. It really helps to support the channel. And hit the like button. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.